So we got the back wall put up, all screwed together, and Jacob's screwing the board down, and then we'll put the side walls up after that, and then we got the front to build. Then they can we'll probably go ahead and put these, cut these to the 8 feet and put those on, because we can start using this to rick wood in and then put the roof on afterwards. I know the wood would be in the way, but I got help today, and they're here. You can hear the chainsaw in the background. So Brandon's working on the chainsaw and the splitter with Dyson, my grandson, and then Jacob's right there with the chickens, putting in the wall. Well, we got 2 walls up. We were helping with tractors and splitting wood and stuff, but that's got the 112 pitch coming off. And my son will come over and says, "Why does it have to be so tall?" I said, "I didn't want to cut the boards that much." So it's all screwed in. I got the base board there and the top board, half the top board, because there's a 33-inch piece that goes right there that I'll put on again on this one, and I hang it over 9 inches on both sides. That'll give me plenty of room for the roof overhang. I don't want the wood to go all the way out to the edge of the metal. It'll rot the wood out. I had to go, it's treated on the bottom, but these are just regular 2x4s because I ran out of treated boards. So that'll be a treated board there, but the walls themselves are they're all regular boards. So, well, I did put a treated up there on the back. Oh, excuse me, on the back. So that's as far as we got. I could go more because I talked about that light right there. It puts out a lot of light here, but I'm done for the day. I can't do any more. I'm gonna go supervise them doing wood. They're gonna finish splitting some more. I'm gonna put the tent down. It won't go tall enough anyway to be on top. Supervisor has approved the work. She had a chipmunk a while ago. I got it on video. It's the first time I've seen her with any kind of live anything in her possession. So that's what it looks like. I'll get the other wall put up tomorrow and front put up. Then I'll put the siding on. Then I'll put the roof on after the siding is all up. That's about all I can do for the day. Like I said, I've picked up all the tools and had help with my grandsons. And I'll get that put up. And then we'll go see what they're doing in splitting wood. So, wall number 3 is up. And it's up correctly with the right overhang on both sides. I was just going to leave the overhang there and cut it off even with what I wanted, but I ran into a problem back here in the back. There's a tree in the way. So I had to measure. It's 11 inches off the overhang, so the tent will be an inch overhang there and here. I'll have to fix those 2 ends there. Probably just unscrew that board right there, put another one on. In the back, I'll just screw things to the bottom, up through the bottom, and extend it out. Just that one corner. That one I'll just replace the board. So there's 3 walls up. I'll start working on the front. I'm still trying to figure out, I'm going to have a 4-foot door, I'm pretty sure. That way, if I do want to make it into a tool shed or something, then it's big enough to put stuff in and out. That just means I'll need this is 8 feet, so it'll be a 2-foot wall and a 2-foot wall and then a 4-foot door. So now I got the 4th wall up, and the doorway's in there. Everything's nice and square and level. I'll start putting the siding on next. Still got a zillion screws to put in though. I just put enough to hold it up. So that's what it looks like. Back up, there you go, it's all in the picture now. And then on top will be 2 forks standing up in, just like the bottom base right here. Be up on top, rotated 90 degrees. There'll be 2 foot old center, and then be 9 foot 10 overall length. So there's an inch at the front, an inch and back overhang for the 10. That's what she looks like. More to come later. Okay, well, now the roof structure's on. We'll just lay the tent up there, screw it down, and it's got an overhang there. And walk in here, and you'll see that there's overhang in the back. And the only reason that bottom is there is just the pocket to hold the board up, so that it would be easier up. My son came down, and my brother-in-law's down from Wisconsin. They helped me throw those rafter pieces up there, actually across 2 foot on center for the tin to screw onto. So they got the tin sitting right there, and that's what's going to go on next. Okay, we're getting my granddaughter is driving the tractor, and she's getting wood stacked up in there, and my son is becoming a tin roofer. He's up there putting the tin up. I took 3 sheets like I thought. We've ran some string in the center of each one of those. There you can see the string, and it's going across so he can get them all lined up. And he's putting them in those corners there. And again, that's pretty thick tin, so as soon as he gets done screwing around up there. One thing is, from the top of that, we can get some of them limbs off that tree. He'll get all those screws put in. We got 300 screws, so that tin ain't gonna come off. I overlapped quite a bit on that tin. It doesn't flex much, so that should be good on drip edge. And then I turned this one around backwards here, doing the same thing, hanging off side. That one does bend a little bit because it's one section more than the other one, but that's the only way we can get the line up. Again, you can kind of see that it overhangs the front a bit, and it does the same on the back side. So there's the roof. Everything but the back edge is screwed down. I get that from the ground. We don't have any of the siding on, so it's kind of like surfing water up there. It's not that it's going to fall or anything. It just looks bad. Robbie's taking the string down. He's getting rid of the string theory. So just throw it all down on the ground there. We'll pick it up. And there's enough screws there. It ain't going to go anywhere. And looks pretty good to me. Almost even on the overhang on both sides. We got overhang on the front and the back. So that should keep the water out of it so a little bit. And then we'll put siding on this too. So there we go. So Olivia's driving the tractor and getting wood. And she's just stacking it in here. I'll show you what she's doing here. She's putting it all down in a nice row down there on the ground, so she'll know exactly where to put the next row. And the pile back in the back is hardly even touched. And we've got this much wood in there. So again, the inside of this is just short of 8, but it's almost 8 foot by 8 foot inside this little wood shack. And it's 8 feet tall on this end and 7 foot on that end. So it's 88 inches, 7 foot 4. 112 pitch. We got the roof on. I put the tin up here, and my son actually screwed it down. And then I'll start working on the siding, which will just be deck boards that I have. And we'll put the deck boards on the side with a 1.5 inch gap on them. A lot of airflow. So that should put a lot of wood in there. So that's where we're at right now. And the roof is not quite done. It's all done, but I'll come over here. I didn't want him hanging off looking downwards on this last board right here. I need to put the screws in it on the edge, so I'll bring a ladder and I'll do that from the ladder. They're screwed in here, and we got one in each corner or section that's screwed down, so it's not going to go anywhere. And here's what it looks like. That worked out pretty good for being able to set that board up in a pocket. That's all the reason that's hanging over there, was so that I could have some place to put this, but I had help putting those boards up, so I didn't need them after all, but they still come in handy. So that's what it looks like. It should keep things from getting too much down on top of it, and then when we get the siding on, that'll help even more. Again, there'll be plenty of gaps, same kind of gapping like I got in the floor there. I want plenty of airflow going through to dry this up. So I got the boards all cut out, and I put the first board on back here, leveled it out with the level. Everything's level anyway. Everything's level and plumb on this for now anyway, until those blocks start. They're not going to go anywhere. They're on a driveway rock. But plan is to take those, and there's 12 of them, and it takes 12 to do the whole back here, with a 1.5 inch gap in between each one. That would get me right up close to the top anyway. 88 inches to the top, and that'll be about 84 inches, so there'll be a little gap at the top. That's okay. It's the gap is for air. And then I'll take these, and I'm going to do the outside edge up. There's 12 of them there, so I'll come up 6 on this side, and I'm going to come up 6 on this side, which is close to 4 foot, which will be halfway up. And I'll have to get more boards after that, because that's all the deck boards I had. It looks like I need about 11 more 16 footers, and I'll be able to enclose all of this up. Well, yeah, gap wise anyway. And she'll be done after that. Olivia's got a lot of wood stacked in her already, so we're moving along with that. We'll get it all stacked up in here. I didn't want to get too much in here until I got the sides on, but that's how much we got. And that's where 2 rows stick out of the door, so the other side will be the same way. So you'll still be able to get in there and be able to get a lot of wood. So what I'm doing is putting in 2 before with a scrap piece there and a scrap piece there, and then also making sure that it's staying level, and putting 2 screws in. I'm staying away from the edge because I will get more deck board to go and make corner pieces out of all 4 corners. So just to show you how we're doing here, pretty level. So, and the base is also just as level as what you saw there. So as we go up, doing pretty good. And we'll continue to go like this. Be a slat style. If I ever wanted to make it an enclosed, I can always put the board and batten on it, or just put another piece on. Well, it'd need to be lap siding, but it'd have to be board and batten, or just put plywood over top of this or whatever. But this is a woodshed, so it needs airflow, and I'm trying to give it as much as possible and still be able to hold everything in. So that's what she's looking like. We got 3 pieces on. I've got enough for the whole back here. Like I said, I'll use the middle, the ones with the lid on there. There's 12 of them, so 6 on each side.